right. Here you go. I'll follow you. So we're going to the basement. The first live podcast. Rolling Hills Asylum in the basement, in the morgue. Doesn't get any much. That's awesome.
Where's the morgue?
The morgue.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here.
It's a wonderful place.
We had so much activity last time we went here, right? It's here.
Yeah, actually.
You hear that?
Yeah.
What did you have in mind?
The morgue?
Oh, yeah.
The morgue?
Yeah.
Perfect. Just a beautiful. All right. That's where it was very active last time around here. Go figure. I have the suit.
Odd place to hang a suit.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be moving on the mat, and we can try and we can ask to turn it sideways.
Turn.
Yep.
That seems to be raining everywhere. Yeah, it's raining. It's turning by itself by gravity first, and the weight of the suit on the hanger.
I mean, it shouldn't just infinitely turn.
Yep, but it didn't move. And when it's can you stop it and make it turn the other way around? Just make it turn like that. That would be cool.
It's the one way.
If you want to.
Yep.
All right. So like, you can see we're Rolling Hills Asylum,
Yeah.
where Jay is putting the finishing touch to your movie Through the Glass.
That's correct.
And what amazing place to do
Yeah,
it.
I couldn't be happier with the location. It's just, when you're making a movie, there's three main factors. You have actors, which are important, you have the crew, which is important, and then location. And this place is a character in itself, so it almost becomes a character in the film as well, which is just adds so much, value to the final picture, which is great.
Exactly, and we even had some creepy stuff happening
Oh, yeah.
this afternoon. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, there was a moment where we have a video village set up where I have 3 monitors so I can watch all the different cameras. And no one's done anything. They've been set up. I think we even left them from yesterday overnight, and they're sitting there. And the first shot of the day, I turn on the monitor, and the image is upside down. I was like, all right, that's weird. And I realized the actual whole monitor, and somehow, I don't know, ended up being flipped completely physically upside down and screwed onto the stand. And I asked around, and no one says that they did it. I mean, I don't know, but I believe them that they went in.
Yeah,
we were all kind of in shock, like, all right.
It happens, stuff like that happens.
The room where we're filming is actually Roy's room.
Right,
which is the most famous ghost in the asylum. It's a giant guy, over 7 feet tall, lived there from 1902 to 1940 something. So he died at a very young age of giant.
Yeah.
And a lot of people claim to see him. So that's pretty cool that we're in his room.
Yeah, I'm interested. I know the one actor, Jeff, who was playing the psychiatrist, he was getting weird feelings last night. And I said, well, he's playing a psychiatrist, so he might relate to any of the spirits here that are ex-patients. They might see him being the psychiatrist, and they might be drawn to him, because like they were in their regular life, drawn to the doctor for help, you know what I mean? So it's interesting to kind of see, and I hope I don't want anything to happen to anybody, but I'm kind of curious to follow up in like a week or so to kind of see what happens, with everybody that's here. You know, we've already had experiences even on the first day walking in during our location scout. We're walking around and we heard voices and, you know, footsteps, people walking around, and you know, we were the only ones here.
That's incredible because Ghost Adventure Crew were here in the first season, which was like 8-9 years ago. So maybe that'd be a good place for you guys to come back and follow.
Yeah, it's a really cool. You know, unfortunately, I wasn't on that. You know, during the first or second season, whenever that was, but I wasn't with them then. But I did get to come here during Paranormal Challenge.
That's right.
And I worked here then, so that was my first time coming to Rolling Hills and fell in love with it. It's an amazing place. You know, and then you know, looking for places and. You know, Rolling Hills is the main location for all the psychiatrist stuff, and I will actually do some pickups at Penhurst as well, which is another amazing abandoned, you know, I think it was a state school mental hospital. So we're going to pick that up on Friday, so I'm excited to get there too. So to be able to go shoot in 2 different iconic, you know, abandoned mental hospitals in the same week is a dream.
It's a dream,
It's
and it's a
awesome.
dream that started 2 years ago already.
Yeah. We originally
processing.
started filming this film 2 years ago. It originally started as a short film. We shot it entirely at my house in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania, and it was great. You know, we did a great thing, but it was a short film, and I was like, I wanted a little more out of it. You know, I loved it. I thought everyone would be great. Myself personally, I wanted more. I wanted to see more of it. So I reworked the script, you know, and it took 2 years to kind of rework it, replan it, re-put things together, and I expanded it into it and came up with the scenes for this with the, you know, with the psychiatrist and Nicole, who's the character who actually escapes from the first short. She, you know, survives basically, and she goes on and she's telling this story in the psychiatrist's office. You know, so
Which is amazing. Which is
fun
amazing.
film, yeah.
Amazing, and to me, you know, first of all, seeing you actually perform and nailing scene after scene after scene, I'm totally blown away.
I couldn't ask for better actors. You know, Ashley and Jeff they're nailing it.
Oh my God.
They're really amazing.
One take really, and then I get 2 just to have 2. But really, I mean, they're right on.
Just to make sure that the camera,
Right, there's no
nothing
issues.
happening.
'Cause, you know, sometimes you do miss things in the moment. You know, even you have 3 cameras and you're looking all over, you're watching, you're listening. It sounds good, it looks good. You know, but sometimes things slip by. But luckily, I have a good crew that also backs me up and watches my back to make sure if I miss anything, they'll speak up, let me know. And so it's a collaboration. You know, I'm the director. I'm doing this, but you know, I listen to everybody and. You know, I want it to be, you know, I consider everyone, you know, here on the crew as like a family creating this project together.
There's no, exactly, everybody, you know, nobody is having any attitude, and everybody's treated great, and you can feel the family atmosphere. And some people are working together for the first time,
Yeah.
like Jeanette, she's doing a masterful job of
Yeah, she's
makeup.
good. I mean, I've known her for a little bit now, and you know, we actually when I met her, I didn't even realize she lives down the street from me. I mean, literally,
It's
like
a small world.
2-minute walk, not even. And you know, and she was telling me how she likes makeup and wants to do makeup and all this. And this, you know, I needed a makeup artist, so you know, I'm always about helping people out, like bring them out if they're passionate enough to do it. Like, and I have a project and I need someone to do it. I'm willing to take the chance and bring people out, like you guys.
The best example, Steve. Behind the camera, Steve is great at it.
Yeah,
And, you
Steve
know,
ended up operating, you know,
Yeah.
some shots.
It's
Some of the more. What was that?
The ceiling is.
I saw it, like, I was,
Yeah, me too. I was like, what the hell?
you know what? They're like, that's incredible.
But yeah, but see some of the hardest shots too, those follow shots. You know, that's some of the harder stuff to get, really, technically.
I really enjoyed it though.
Yeah, great.
Tell me that it's going to help us in the future, even for us when we do the movies and the
Yeah,
documentary.
I hope you guys have a good experience out here. And
Oh, yeah.
besides helping out, you know, I hope you could take away something as a good experience,
Oh,
learning stuff, making friends.
For you, it's kind of different from, you know, when you're shooting Ghost Adventures because you're, but at the same time, not that different.
I mean, there's similarities. I mean, but I mean, a film, Ghost Adventures, it's very raw. It's run and gun. We call it a documentary style. So we're on the move all the time. But, you know, there's no script. There's no planning. You know, there's nothing. Like, it really is what we do is what we're doing, and what we're showing you is what is really happening. There's no manipulation. There's no preset stuff. It's